Nestled next to the Everglades in Coral Springs, you will find a community that lives by a set of ideals that brings people together, focused on the soul of each Jew, bound together by Torah values that create an environment of nourishment and care. Here, you will find a warm, welcoming, and loving family. We are the Chabad Jewish Center. The Chabad Center's journey began when Rabbi Yankee and Hannah Denberg first moved to Coral Springs in August of 2008 with a dream of creating a thriving community that would be relevant and embracing to every single Jew. It all began when we celebrated our first high holidays at the Eagle Trace Clubhouse and grew from there to weekly Friday night services at the home of Ruvain and Aviva Zvat. As the Chabad Center was searching for a home for its growing crowd and classes, we found an empty Blockbuster video store. Who would imagine that these walls, built to contain VHS tapes, would, one day, house Torah scrolls, smiling children, and a growing community built on a love for one another. Originally, we began with a temporary month-to-month lease in the summer of 2012. With the help of God's many miracles, we were able to put down permanent roots by signing a 99-year lease. We began offering weekly Shabbos morning services. Were there folding chairs? Yes. Were the walls made from hanging fabric? Maybe. But the spirit was so real, the spirituality so palpable, that right here, a new family was bonding and a new community was growing week by week. In November 2009, Hannah started the Jewish Women's Circle. This would become the first of our many successful social clubs. Over the course of the next decade, there would be over 100 events for women. This would eventually morph into the Mega Challah Bakes and the hugely successful Jewish Culinary Club. Of course, we also have the Ladies Book Club. Started in January 2011, this group of friends are still meeting every month, over 8 years later, discovering a Jewish perspective on an endless array of topics. Our first weekly classes were in the Denberg's dining room. We were committed to providing personally relevant and intellectually stimulating Jewish journeys. Starting with our monthly Sunday Jewish View lecture series, the number of adults coming for our many in-depth weekly classes kept growing. So we started offering a variety of JLI courses, attracting an average of 50 students at these 6-week courses. With education at the forefront of Chabad's vision, the Abbott and Carol Cohen Hebrew School was established in September 2011. Unlike the Hebrew schools of old, we utilize a variety of hands-on and interactive learning techniques that allow the students to actually enjoy their learning experience. As our students reach the milestone of Jewish adulthood, they eagerly look forward to joining the elite bar and bat mitzvah division, structured around private discussion groups with the rabbi. In May of 2013, our community celebrated the completion of its first, of now 3, Torah scrolls, with great festivity and dancing through the streets. In our constant quest for out-of-the-box programs, the Chabad Center began inviting many world-renowned speakers to uplift and inspire, such as the one-armed Israeli soldier. Experts in archaeology, medicine, and Jewish psychology have all spoken from this stage. From the men's club that meets several times a year to the menorah workshops at Home Depot and citywide Hanukkah events, these are all expressions of a community not satisfied with just serving its core constituents, but always searching for ways to reach out. We took our first community trip to Israel in March of 2016. We have since led 3 groups to Israel and have a mothers-only mission scheduled this summer, and a 5-star Land and Spirit Israel experience planned for March of 2020. In March of 2009, we first entered an abandoned Blockbuster with videos still hidden in the ceiling. Baruch Hashem, Last year, we finally got our own mortgage and acquired the deed to this property to be our forever home. Who would have believed that in only 10 short years, our community would have grown from a handful of people in a storefront that was too big to a center that has become too small to house the approximately 185 people of all ages who walk through our doors each week. So come take a glimpse into the future. Take a peek into what is to come. God willing, we hope to soon expand our lobby to allow for multiple uses of our center at the same time. We will have a study and meditation room that will be stocked with Jewish books and refreshments, providing a haven for private and group study. The main expansion will consist of building a daily chapel that will serve as a beautiful and functional space for our daily morning minyan, high holiday teen service, and all our weekly classes. The highlight will be a stunning new Aaron Kodesh and Bima, dedicated to Ira Rubel of blessed memory. Beyond that, we will build 2 new classrooms to serve our growing Hebrew school that is bursting at the seams. The next phase of our renovations will be the expansion of our main sanctuary to over 4,000 square feet. This will enable us to install soundproof dividing walls that would separate our sanctuary from our social hall, creating a kosher event space for families to use during special occasions. Thank you for being a part of our family for 10 years strong. Together, our future is bright.